All right. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat. I don't know why. Try to talk. So, I was talking in the last video about the 3S's. How it's kind of helping me work on softening my heart in the moment, I guess you could say. You know, I'm trying to use it to just look at other people and see what they might need. I guess I'm more yeah, the 3S's. The significance, sovereignty, and sureness. Talked about it in a couple other videos. But seeing where they're at emotionally. I think, because I don't see too many people really around me, you know, who are freezing cold or starving to death. That's not really a thing. We're, you know, dying of thirst. The people around me are starving emotionally. They lack purpose, they lack connection, they lack meaning. And man, my throat, I don't know what happened. But so I think seeing that, helping me see that, will help me bear fruit. Because most of the physical issues I see are people who are trying to basically fulfill their emotional needs physically. They're overeating, they're sedentary, they're watching too much TV, they're not active. They're abusing caffeine and energy stuff because they're not getting good sleep, because they're not taking care of themselves. I believe it all stems from emotional needs, and I believe that all stems from a lack of purpose. And ultimately that comes from not having God in their lives, I believe. When you have God in your life, things make sense. I might not understand, but I know that there's somebody at work who does. You know what I mean? It's like a child who, you know, might not know what's going on, excuse me, but is still reassured because their parent is there. It's like, oh, okay, my parent's here, you know, they'll take care of it. Whereas I feel like that's almost what's going on with a lot of people without God in their lives. They're like children without a pepper, sheep without a shepherd. Sheep without a shepherd. Need water. So, helping people with their emotional needs when I see it, if I can. It's more, maybe that's my next step. Maybe that's why this is coming to me. Maybe I'm kind of ready for that, because I wasn't ready for that. I've the last 2 weeks, the live videos I've been making have kind of been helping me progress in that area, that emotional area. I had some blind spots. They're not blind spots anymore, but they're also not second nature at this point either. Just because I have an awareness doesn't mean I can implement. That'll take practice. That'll take mistakes. But it's really not about me. God guides me. There are times when I'm talking to somebody and I have excuse me, I'll just have this confidence in what I'm saying. It doesn't feel really like it's coming from me. So just being open to that, and then just trying to not cause people to stumble. I've been thinking a lot about that too. Just stick to the basics, keep it simple. Don't overshoot. Don't try to talk about things I don't know about. That's why you don't judge. That's why you can't, try not to be a hypocrite. Because it can cause people to stumble. They think you're right, then they believe a false thing. That's why a lot of those preachers online gotta be very careful. I don't listen to any of them just because I don't know any better. But to me, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with billionaire preachers. To me, that doesn't seem very Christ-like. Not very Christ-like at all. So I just avoid. If people want to do that, if people get meaning out of that, I just pray that it's legit and it's not. They're not being misled. I don't think God wants us to be rich. Jesus was not rich. The apostles were not rich. They were spiritually rich. But in terms of earthly treasures, they did not prosper in that way. So I don't know. That's where I'm coming from. That's what I'm going to stick to. I don't think any of the prophets were rich, to be honest. Not that I really know a lot, but all the prophets after Jesus, and priests are supposed to be taking up a vow of poverty. In the Catholic Church, I believe, even though the Catholic Church is very rich, even with all those lawsuits. It's sad. Sad, an organization that starts out with good intentions, the noblest of intentions, goes awry. That's why I stick to my Bible. Just read the Bible and let God talk to me directly through it. And just try to pay attention to the challenges I'm given. Just try to pay attention. Try not to screw up too bad. I guess that's what it is, really. I read something somewhere that the quickest way to get good at something is to just figure out how to not lose. Like just avoid mistakes, and you'll be able to. You'll learn quickest that way. It's just like, okay, how do I not screw up? Instead of figuring out, like tennis. Maybe a game like tennis, where it's like, okay, instead of trying to figure out how to serve 130 miles an hour, the shortest route is to just figure out how to return. Return, keep it in and just make less mistakes than the other guy. And I think that applies to Christianity. Just don't break the commandments. You don't have to be perfect, I think. None of us can be perfect. But just don't break the commandments, and you'll be pretty good. I don't think any of them are that hard. To be honest, I think the hardest commandment, probably for most people, is have no other gods before me. The first one. I think a lot of people put a lot of things before God and don't even realize it. In a way, they worship things. They give most of their time and energy to these things, and they don't really realize that they're breaking the first commandment. They're using all their time. They're thinking about how they're gonna meal plan and everything, trying to get their six-pack abs, or how they're gonna get all these new clients at work, to make that sale, to close that big sale, make money, how to get that house, how to wheel and deal for a new car. And I really think that's a form of idolatry. Putting other things in front of God. All right. God bless.